Hi, Chevra. Welcome back to the Short Vort. I'm happy to be back. I mean, I'm not happy to be back from Israel. Let's be honest, right? But I welcome you back if you join me on my my journey through the old city alleyways on the way to the mikveh for Erev Shabbat. It's hard to leave, but here I am. But I'm still in that Israel glow. Like you see the rays of light coming out of my window. I still have that Israel glow, as all of us have, along with the jet lag that comes along with it. And I want to stay on Israel as we talk about the Mishkan, Parshas Truma, because actually there's something really fascinating. There's a description of a certain type of plant, a tree, that is ubiquitous throughout the story of the building of the Mishkan, of the vessels and the structure of the Mishkan, and that is Atzei Shittim. V'yasu aron atzei shittim. Make for yourself an aron, an ark, right, to house the luchot and the Torah and other things. And it should be acacia wood. And I want the poles to be atzei shittim, the poles that you hold it with. I want the shulchan, v'asita shulchan atzei shittim, the table you make with the showbread. It's going to be acacia wood. V'yasu mizbeach atzei shittim. Again, acacia wood. Even the beams of the Mishkan that the tapestries hang on are atzei shittim. And I had the incredible privilege when we were at Machtesh Rimon down south in southern Israel, this incredible wonder to go through this Machtesh that's miles long and miles wide, an incredible wonder of nature, of HaKadosh Baruch Hu's world. And we happened upon an acacia tree. And I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And the tour guide starts telling us about it. And here it is, right here. You could see it. There's me as the tour guide was talking. My mind started going. I started testing the tree. I climbed the tree, and there's Jacob and Ada next to me. And it's a very firm and sturdy tree, really, really thick. And as the tour guide is explaining, all of a sudden something hit me. He says, the tree, you notice it's pretty short, but he said most of the tree is contained underground. And he said something along the lines, which I've looked up afterwards, says the sturdy roots reach deep for underground water, which explains why the tree tolerates extreme drought conditions. That's why you'll find it right in the Negev or something like that, or in a desert climate. Its long roots literally go out in search of water in the soil, deep, deep, deep into the soil. And I said, my God, it's a description of the Jewish people. That's the reason, I said to this tour guide, this poor tour guide who thought it was a nut bar. I said, that's the reason why the Mishkan is made of atzei shittim. Why all of our most precious and holy kelim, the aron, the shulchan, the Mizbeach, the Mishkan itself, it's atzei shittim. You know what? You know why? Because we're such a small people relative to the world. That's all you see is a little bit. But our roots reach down. They reach deep in search of water, in search of sustenance, in search of that which nurtures and sustains us throughout the generations. And you could have the hostage situation in Dallas. You survive that. You could have the Whoopi Goldbergs of the world saying mishugat type of things, calling the Holocaust white-on-white crime. You could have Amnesty International calling Israel an apartheid state. You know what? We'll weather the storm. We always do. Because we may be small, but our roots reach down really deep. And we're connected to Mayim Chaim, to the living waters of Torah, and a living God that sustains the Jewish people throughout the generations. Have a great Shabbos.